If your Instagram account feels like it's plateaued or just doesn't get the love and attention from the algorithm that you feel it deserves, I'm gonna go over 5 of the top mistakes I see dentists make on their Instagrams that stunt their account growth. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Joyce the Dentist, a cosmetic dentist, practice owner, and mom of a 2-year-old, so I know what it takes to grow an Instagram account that has an ROI for my practice. I also run a social media side business, so you can say that it's my job to perform on social media. All right, let's get into it. The first most common mistake I see is when dentists post horizontal videos instead of vertical format videos. This is a no. It's been a no for a very long time. When I see a horizontal video, it's very clear that the content was not made specifically for Instagram, and Instagram does not like that. In fact, Instagram even knows if I made a video for TikTok and then reposted it onto Instagram. It hates that. Instagram is a very needy and specific platform. I know that when you're first getting started, it's tempting to recycle that old video that you had a professional team come out to film and edit that was posted on your website for like 10 years, but that same video will not perform well in the social media world. At the very least, you can edit the video into a vertical style video and then post it. But keep in mind for future content that the videos need to be filmed in a vertical format, meaning the phone needs to be this way and not this way. The key takeaway here is to create videos specific for the platform, especially if Instagram is your only platform. The second most common mistake I see is when dentists do very boring talking head videos. Talking head ones where they turn on the phone and they start explaining dental topics in a very long, drawn out way. Actually, this right here, right now, is a talking head video. It's just me talking to the camera. What you will notice is that when information is conveyed in a thorough manner, long form talking head videos like this one are exactly what people are searching for. In fact, your talking head videos may be a very good representation of how you interact with your patients inside your office and how you explain complex dental topics. These are all things that patients should want to know about their future dentist. But again, we have to know the platform and the audience. The problem here is not the talking head video itself, it's that Instagram Reels are considered short form pieces of content and need to be more snackable and quick and to the point, around 1 minute maximum. Most Reels that perform well are actually around 7 seconds, and this is because people who are scrolling these platforms lose interest very, very quickly. Now, if you're a dentist who is already doing talking head videos, don't be discouraged. I want to commend you because it is not easy to start showing your face on camera and putting yourselves out there. It really does take a lot of courage. So if you are doing this, kudos to you. This is often the hardest part for most dentists. The rest is teachable. In all honesty, if you can do a talking head video, a great video editor can really jazz things up fast and make the video more fun and watchable. And if you want to learn more about what makes short form videos perform well, I have a free newsletter where I analyze trending viral videos and reverse engineer their success so that you can incorporate some of those elements into your own videos. Link will be in bio. The third biggest mistake I see is when dentists post a photo, for example, that says something like, "The end of the year is coming, make sure to use your insurance benefits." Underneath the photo is like a one-liner that says something like, "Call the office today." Many dentists use their Instagram like it's a bulletin board as a means to update their patients. And I used to think that this is what Instagram was for as well. But the reason this doesn't work is because this is a bottom of the funnel marketing action. You may have good intentions by reminding them, but call the office today is asking for some sort of conversion to an audience that doesn't yet exist and where you haven't yet built trust. Trust is the conduit for influence. It is much easier to ask once you have built trust. Also realize that photos like these do not compel new people who happen to stumble upon your account to hit the follow button. So you're sort of like trapping yourself in this Instagram penitentiary. People don't like being sold to, even if you have the best intentions. So it is important to reframe the way that you approach this platform. Make it fun, make it value-driven, give people a reason to follow you. I don't know how many of you guys follow Gary Vee, but he has a saying, jab, jab, right hook. In the beginning especially, you have to jab a lot before you ask for anything. Build up that goodwill. Remember, Instagram is a platform where you're sharing and not selling. That's why the same people who succeed in other forms of marketing often fail at social media. So from here on, every time that you are going to post a piece of content, determine what that piece of content is going to do, not for you, but for them. Will it provide them education, humor, or inspiration? The people who win at Instagram give and create content without expectation. Then, when you really want to make an ask, make sure that it is fully baked and presented. you will get a much better response. The fourth biggest mistake I see is dentists who follow each other from chat groups or Facebook groups. Like there's this one WhatsApp group that I'm part of, and every month they drop their Instagram pages and they all follow each other. In the industry, we call this a follow for follow. The reason I don't believe in this is because building up your audience or community this way is like building a genetically modified piece of fruit. It gets big, but it's empty. The same goes with buying followers or bots. Although your follower count is growing, these people are often the least likely people to interact and engage with your content. In the long run, this means that Instagram will perceive your content as uninteresting or bad quality and won't share it to more people who might actually be interested. So who you follow and who follows you matters. You want people who are genuinely interested in your content and will interact with your account because that is what lets the algorithm know that they should be promoting your content. If you have ever posted what you felt was good content, but the videos keep flopping, you may be engaging in the wrong practices such as this. Sometimes it's not the quality of the video you made. There's also a behavioral aspect in these platforms that took me years to learn. You can certainly figure it out on your own, but if time is valuable to you and you're serious about organically growing an account that brings you an ROI, I have a free Instagram webinar explaining how I did all of this. Link is in bio. The fifth biggest mistake I see dentists make is where they only focus on the in-feed content, ignoring any story content. In fact, I see many dentists posting on stories only to share the in-feed content that they just posted, or on certain events like a team member's birthday or when they get a new piece of technology like an iTero. This is a good start, but it's not enough. The truth about Instagram is that between stories and in-feed content, each one has its own algorithm, so you can almost see Instagram as two different platforms in one. Although they operate differently, they also work in synchrony together. You cannot have a successful account without posting any stories, and you cannot grow without posting any videos on the in-feed area either. Both are necessary. So if you haven't figured out what to post on stories yet, it is a completely different type of content than your in-feed content. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the platform. I think it's so fun, but the goal of this portion of the platform is to make sure your followers have a good understanding of who you really are, not just who you are as a doctor, but as a person. Think about what you stand for, what's important to you, and how to convey these things accurately and authentically to a random person. And this is why you cannot completely outsource your Instagram, because it is very difficult to convey authenticity if it's not done by you. Also realize that these are relationships that you're forming on Instagram. Followers are not just random handles that you follow. They're real life people on the other end. Sometimes as dentists, we lose sight of this, but when you get your first patient from Instagram, this will definitely change. As such, make sure you let your followers know what to expect from you. Like, don't drop off the face of the planet for 4 months and come back to say hi. Consistency is very important in developing real relationships. It lets your followers know what they can expect from you. Are you the same person day in and day out? People can garner a lot about you, and this helps to build that trust, which in turn helps to drive the unspoken elements of your branding. Ultimately, this is critical to help drive organic growth to your account and convert followers into real patients that show up in your office excited to be treated by you. All right, if you found this helpful, please press the thumbs up button. Otherwise, I'll take that as a sign to stop making these videos. Also, check the description box for the resources I discussed. Bye!